Good morning. Welcome to your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We have another mostly cloudy to overcast morning out there this morning with very light winds and kind of the calm before the storm before we'll be seeing some active weather move into the area this evening and kind of hang around as we go throughout the weekend, making for a unpleasant weekend uh, and into the beginning of next week. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we do see those showers and storms off to our west at the moment, and we have that low pressure system that is expected to move into the area as we get into the evening hours, and we'll see that low kind of redevelop and move to a coastal position just southeast of us and kind of linger around throughout the weekend, giving us some strong winds and some on and off rain showers for much of the weekend. Looking at current conditions as of 8 this morning, a few clouds at 500 feet and then a broken deck at 20,000, broken deck at 25,000. We have winds out of the east at 4 knots and temperature at 59 degrees with the relative humidity at 88%. If we look at the current visible satellite and radar, we do see we have a lot of showers going on off to the northwest and off to the west. We are expecting much of this to stay north of the area for much of the morning, and we will start to see our chances of rain increase as we get into the afternoon. Likely be a few spotty showers before we see the main event come in the overnight hours or late evening into overnight hours. Otherwise, plenty of cloud materials. We'll see the skies become overcast likely as we move throughout the morning this morning. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, we see much of the showers are expected to stay off to the north for most of the day today, and then we'll see some more scattered showers and thunderstorms move into the area as we get into the evening hours. We could see a few more moderate to heavy showers move through overnight, and then we could get a lull. We'll likely get a lull in the rain activity as we get into the morning hours of Saturday, becoming more kind of scattered throughout the area, and then we'll get another wave of some precip coming through as we get into the late afternoon and overnight hours of Saturday, with another chance of seeing maybe a thunderstorm embedded within those showers. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart, again, broken skies right now, likely becoming overcast here shortly, and we'll have overcast skies throughout much of the weekend. Expecting a high in the low to mid 60s as we go into the afternoon today, so we'll have a warm front that's lifting into the area. Winds should stay fairly light, getting to 8 to 13 knots out of the southeast. We could see a few peaks up to 18 or 20 knots, but for the most part in the 8 to 13 knot range, moving up to 10 to 15 knots and then calming back down as we get into the overnight hours. We do have those risk of seeing some precip starting with a few scattered chances after the noon hour and then becoming more likely as we get into after 4 o'clock local time, with the majority of it coming around 7 to 8 o'clock and into the overnight hours. So we do have the yellow afternoon and then progressing to an orange and red as we get near the midnight hours, and then we'll see that rain start to taper off briefly as we get into the morning hours of Saturday. And we do have the weather risk colors in there for a chance of seeing maybe a thunderstorm in the area, giving it about a 50% chance as we get into the 8 o'clock to midnight hours, and then we'll see that chance taper off a bit as we get into the after midnight hours, and we do have that chance for low clouds in the area as we go throughout the day today. Won't see a very low temperature as we get into Saturday morning, with only expecting a low around 60, maybe upper 50s to start Saturday. And tides are slightly above normal at the moment. If we look at the next couple of days, again, that low pressure will start to linger around the area just off the coast. It's going to create a tight pressure gradient, so we're going to see some pretty strong winds as we go throughout the weekend and possibly into the beginning of next week. So Saturday, expecting overcast day with some low clouds in the area. We'll have a chance of showers in the morning, and then kind of on and off showers becoming more likely later in the day, and a very slight chance of seeing a T-storm, a thunderstorm with those. Otherwise, it'd be a breezy day, becoming windy by the afternoon hours, and we could see some gusts up to 35 knots and a high in the low 60s. So we do have that orange risk for seeing precip throughout the day, and then right across the board for winds, as we do expect those winds to pick up and continue to be strong all the way through the day on Sunday, and we'll have a chance of seeing some low ceilings and visibilities with those showers. Saturday night we'll have another more likely see that greater chance of rain with another wave of some showers and a chance of a thunderstorm moving through the area. Again, it will remain windy with a low of 49, and we could see the winds pick up a little bit more with some gusts up to 40 knots. So we do have the red risk for the wind as well as precip being the more likely time frame to see more steady rain as we get throughout those overnight hours, and a slight chance of seeing a thunderstorm embedded with those showers, and again those reduced visibilities. As we get into Sunday, we'll see another overcast day with some low clouds in the area. We'll have a chance for some on and off light rain showers throughout the day again, and also those winds will stick around with gusts up to 40 knots. Saturday evening and into Sunday, we could see some high tide cycles well above normal, so we do have that chance of seeing some coastal flooding possible with those strong onshore winds. And for Sunday, expecting a high just into the low 50s. That will wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Have a nice morning.